Meanwhile, while Trump is embroiled in all of these problems of conflict of interest, which are getting very little play, he drops a tweet basically saying that anybody who burns a Hamilton program should be stripped of their citizenship. Is that what it was? Oh, no, it was the American flag. Now, understand that the Supreme Court has already ruled that there cannot be punishment for burning the American flag as a legitimate political protest. Well, Donald Trump is out there saying that people should be stripped of their citizenship. Stripped of their citizenship. And here is that odious Jason Miller on CNN with Chris Cuomo, basically sent out to argue this. It's stunning. These people are involved in a transition, and this is what they're arguing. Well, part of it is because they don't want these stories about how Donald Trump is up to his eyeballs with illegal conflict of interest.
We agree that there's constitutional law, that burning the flag, as much as we might hate it, is defended First Amendment speech.
Chris, I mean, the flag burning is completely ridiculous, and I think you know that, and I think the vast majority of Americans would agree.
But legal. But legal.
But Chris, it's completely ridiculous, and I don't think there's a big universe of people out there who support flag burning, and it's terrible and it's despicable. But the big news, though, Chris, this morning, and you saw this, I know we're going to get to it. Dr. Tom Price to run HHS, right, and Ms. Seema Verma to run CMS, 2 additional administration picks that have a big impact on repealing Obamacare.
I want to talk about those, but when the president-elect says something, when the president of the United States says something, we got to listen. When he says that something should be illegal that is a protected constitutional right, I'm not saying I like it, but that's a big part of the First Amendment in this country. A frustrating, maddening part of it is that you got to respect people's ability to say what you don't like to hear. The president just said burning the flag should be illegal. And it is a protected constitutional right. Can we agree on that?
No, we completely disagree that this issue.
You don't think that the Constitution has been defended by the Supreme Court in 1969 as validating burning the flag as free speech?
Chris, absolutely should be illegal. But again, we know why we're here this morning. We're going to talk about transition team. We're going to talk about what this government is going to do for the American people. And I think most Americans would agree with me that flag burning should be illegal. It's completely despicable.
But it is constitutional. You do know that. The president knows that. More importantly, the president-elect knows that, right? That there's constitutional law on it?
It should be illegal, Chris.
All right. I don't want to run in circles either. But these things matter, Jason. They just do.
What's awesome about this clip is here you have Jason Miller, who probably knows nothing about what he's talking about. He doesn't know whether it's constitutional or not constitutional. I'm not convinced that Chris Cuomo knew before he came on either and had his producer pull that up in that case. But nevertheless, the funny part is Jason Miller wants to brag about how we have just appointed somebody whose primary job is going to be to strip millions of people, to strip them of their health care through Medicare. I mean, Medicaid. That is not even debatable. That part of it's not even debatable, right? You take away their Medicaid, period, end of story. Then they can argue that, well, we're creating a better system, to replace the exchanges. Still going to result in horrible expense increases for and loss of insurance for people, particularly older people. Cuomo will have none of that conversation, right? Like the idea that, like, oh, wait a second, you want to get to the conversation about how you're going to deny millions of people health insurance? Oh, no, your boss tweeted something. I mean, I think this is the, again, how would I handle this? Your boss last night tweeted something that about the Constitution. Doesn't seem to know anything about the Constitution and flag burning, but that's fine, Jason. I know you don't understand that. So what is this about you cutting millions of people from the rolls of health insurance? How do you justify that? What does Jason Miller say? The American people voted for it. Well, actually, no. The vast majority of American people, a couple million more, didn't vote for that. The Electoral College voted for it. Incidentally, I hope people don't find that to be an annoying habit. Me referring to the president of the Electoral College, because I'm going to be doing that for 4 years.
President Mr. Trump?
President Mr. Trump, but I also am now referring to the president electoral. Just want to remind people. And that's going to get annoying for people. I know it, but sorry. Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Over. Subscribe.